Guys, here with another episode of Trainer Confidential. Got Donnie here. We are going to talk today about the show this weekend. We had in France. I think it was the Sheru Pro. I think is how you pronounce it.
Yep. Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, I
Hopefully,
think
it's
the
fine.
European shows, other than the Europa, well, in the Flex Pro, I guess that wasn't too hard to say. But anyway, so we had Nathan Diasha again competing again.
Right.
Third show this year. That's pretty awesome. I like seeing that.
Yeah, we'll see how that carries over going into the Olympia.
Well, and we're going to kind of talk about that because there's a couple things I noticed on his physique this time around. Whereas, it wasn't his best package. He's getting a little tired looking, and so let's jump in and I'm going to show some clips. Okay, so to start off, here's the lineup right here. Nathan Diasha got first. Theo was second, which Theo, he had a pretty hard lineup. And then of course Joel Fritz was in there again. I believe that's his third show too of the year. And Joel's already he's already qualified for the Olympia too, and so is Nathan.
Right.
So Fritz got fourth, and then what's his name? Vlad got fifth. So what I was noticing and looking at some of his picks and stuff is his body just looks tired. His body looks tired. He's still got the win.
Yeah, it's like a sprint. You can only hold that top end speed for so
Yeah.
long,
Yeah, and it's been 3 back-to-back weekends he's been competing, right? Yeah, right. Or let's see.
What I'm thinking is he's just gonna lay low and just cruise to the Olympia. I mean,
Yeah.
to me,
Yeah.
that seemed like that would be the thing to do. But the guy that's really impressed me in this lineup is a guy that got fifth. I mean, his structure, he's clearly got the best structure there.
Yeah, Vlad.
The guy in the blue trunks.
Yeah,
On the end.
Vlad Chiric. Yeah, he's got a good structure, doesn't he? I agree. I think he has the best structure. You're right about that.
He's got the best structure up there.
Yeah, I agree.
Got the smallest waist for a big guy.
I'm a
Sweeping quads, good calves, nice flaring lats. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder what. Let's go to the scorecard since we're talking about it. I want to see what his score was, how far they were off. Okay, so Vlad got 15, so it was he was fifth all the way down the board, basically.
Right, yeah. Then fifth
Nathan, Yep, Nathan was first all the way down the board. So to the judges anyway, it was clear and cut. But I'm gonna go first of all, I want to go to show Nathan here on his Instagram.
The video looks better than the pic.
Yeah. But and I'm gonna go to the Europa Pro pictures and show you the difference too. There's a difference. It's just he came in a little bit flatter than last time. It wasn't as crisp is basically what it was. And I don't think Joel Fritz was as crisp either as we seen him last compete. And Joel Fritz, that guy, he's known for his conditioning. That guy, he gets he just doesn't have the size everybody else has. Although he looked pretty comparison to everybody up there though on this last lineup though, really. So let's see if I got another. Oh, it's a black and white. That's not gonna work. Okay, so that's him tanning there.
Looks good there.
Yeah, he does look good there. So this was the day of the show, huh? It might be just maybe it was the lighting on the stage.
Separation in the quads, and when you actually get to the show and you're backstage and you got to wait and you're doing all these things, I mean, all kinds of stuff can happen to the physique in a very short period of time.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as his leanness and everything is there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got really, really high lats and wide lats.
Right. He does. His lats are really, really, really high. But
yeah,
he seems to be making the most. He seems to be making the most of it, though.
I think it's great what he's doing. I mean, that's how it used to be, right? When we talked about that before, you'd see bodybuilders up several times in a year competing, not just for the Olympia. So, I mean, let's look at it this way: he got 10 grand from the first show, 10 grand. He's gotten I think you get 5 grand for second place. So he's gotten 25 grand in the last month for competing. You know what I mean? Just for the show. So why wouldn't you do that?
And nowadays, that's side money for bodybuilders nowadays.
Yeah, it's side money, exactly.
You can't make a living off that. But
no,
boy, he's hitting these poses awfully hard. He's burning through some glycogen here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's not spin our tires too much. You know?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to a picture. Here's the Europa Pro. Now this is a damn good picture, so there is that. But I just thought he looked better in the Europa Pro than he did today or yesterday.
Right.
Regan looks pretty great there. But remember, in the Europa Pro, this was kind of conspiracy on whether Nathan really won the show or not, because a lot of people would say that he beat Regan. I think we talked about this too when the show, and I think it was just what there was different judges, and because the show before, remember, Regan got second to Nathan.
Right, yeah.
And then all of a sudden he pulls in front, which is great. And I don't think there was any conspiracy behind it. I think that's all bullshit, but there is that, people were questioning it. So
I'm just gonna be curious to see what's he going to bring to the Olympia. You figure most guys would they once they qualified, they would just power down and just focus going to Olympia mode,
You think so? Because Fritz is doing the same thing, I mean, hell, are they going to compete in the Legion? Although it's over here, I'll bet you if it was over there, they put, because he's from the UK. Nathan is, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
Fritz is from Germany, right?
Right.
So maybe they might not be over here for the Legion, but the Legion's next weekend. So
yeah, it is.
And I think that is officially our last pro show, I believe.
I'm pretty sure it is. But we'll see.
The European shows I always forget about. I wasn't. I found out about this show earlier this last week, and from seeing that Nathan's going to be competing in it. Anyway, kudos to him for doing that. That's cool. I like that. And and I didn't know of Nathan Diasha last year. You know what I mean? Never heard of him.
Really?
No, I haven't. I mean, he just wasn't. He never popped out to me. I just didn't know of him. But now I know of him because he's been competing. Same thing with Joel Fritz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like get your name out there, get your face out there, get the popularity, get the money, have the fun. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. So I think that's cool. Okay. So next thing I want to talk about is I want to go to Michael Krizo. We got an update with him. Now it's just the top half, but absolutely insane.
That is
grainy. Skin.
Yeah, that's some Phil Heath looking crap right there.
This was
I'm not just the 3D. He's just really 3D.
Now I wonder what is his back looking like though. And it's funny because right before I got on this with you, I was going back through his Instagram trying to find back shots. Well, we all know, some of his downfall was his back, right? He had to fix some parts in his back,
right?
And also his glutes. Well, hence the reason you don't see pictures of the backside. And he doesn't have any posted. So, where to go here? So there is that. So if we are good on the bottom, just like we are the top, man.
Oh, he's got phenomenal legs.
He does
quads and calves. They're phenomenal. His maybe the hamstrings a little bit and stuff probably could use a little bit more sweep. He has the separation from a straight back shot, but maybe from the side shot he can probably have a little bit more sweep in his hamstrings. But I mean, he's there. I mean, he's got the wheels.
Yeah. What do you think? This is a hard question to ask, but in comparison, I mean, he's a 300-pound guy too, I believe. He might be just under 300 pounds. What do you think? Who's his competition this year? Do you see him being top 10?
I could see him being top 10.
Because
if he brings the conditioning.
I think he was 10th last Olympia. I think.
Oh, he'll be higher. He'll place higher this year.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where, but he'll place higher this year than he did last year.
He's just got that freak factor about him that he just got a freak factor about him. And even seeing him when he competed this year, seeing him on stage with the other guys, there was like nobody nobody matched up to him at all, you know. Because he's tall too. I believe he's got to be 6'3", 6'5", something like that.
I'm looking at his far side deltoid in this shot, and that's it. That to me, that says it all right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Look at that.
He's 3D is exactly what
Yeah,
it is.
that's what I'm saying. He's about as bubbly as they come. Yeah, he's very reminiscent of Phil Heath. His that shoulder, chest, arms, especially the arms. Phil Heath had
Yeah,
tremendous arms. He still
yeah,
does.
yeah. He might have some of the biggest arms in bodybuilding, I think.
I think he can I think he's going to surprise some folks.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm still I'm still and it I'm not saying it's out of respect or anything like that. To me, Shupin is still he's a reigning Mr. Olympia. He's my front
Yes,
runner right now.
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
And yes, and until he gets dethroned, that's how I see it. I don't care. It would be with any Mr. Olympia. So
yeah,
he's my front runner and stuff. Derek Lunsford and all the other folks aside, and we've given him a lot of kudos. But Shupin is my front runner. But I tell you, but sheer size, when you get a big man that's got shape and he's got conditioning and stuff, it's going to go to the big guy.
yeah, yeah.
There are going to be a lot of big guys here. There were a lot of big guys last year, but they got a taste of it. You know what I mean? They're making their adjustments. Hopefully, they made their adjustments on the off season, and it's going to be a little harder task for Shupin to hold on to that title.
Yeah.
Not saying that but it's just going to be tougher.
You raise a good point about Chupin. You don't hear much talking about him, and you're right. I haven't been, and we haven't been on the videos. He's not really getting himself out there too much, I think, too. And he lives in another country, obviously. But yeah, he's kind of people are talking about everybody else and not Chupin, huh? That's a thing.
But you can't overlook him.
No, he's the reigning champ. You're absolutely right
for his height. Yes, he's bringing a lot of size for his height, the whole 9 yards. But if you just get obviously just a bigger guy,
yeah,
I mean this is a bigger guy.
Well, and the other
this
thing,
this is someone that's going to have a very large footprint compared to Shupin's on stage. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
now that can either be a good thing or that can be a bad thing, because the thing about it is if you're going to have a big footprint and you're drawing a lot of attention to yourself because of that footprint, you better have the goods, to draw to back up the attention that you're getting.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think he's looking pretty good. We'll just see.
And I mean, we got to look at Chupin. He's the reigning champ, and he's a shorter guy. Not the biggest guy on the stage. We have Lunsford. That they're pretty. I think they're like the same height, and they're really similar.
They're about the same height, but I think Lunsford's going to come in bigger.
He's bigger this year. Yes, I agree.
He's coming in bigger.
Still in comparison, a lot of the other guys on stage, like you got Krizo, you got Andrew Jack, you got Samson. Ramy's not going to be there this year, but those three guys are huge guys.
The one thing I'll say about is I think I mean, he's going to bring a great pack, but I think he may be maxed out. I don't know if there's very much more Shupin can do to his physique.
Well, he's in like his 40s too, isn't he?
I think he's up there.
Yeah, he's an older bodybuilder, right? I believe he's in his 40s.
Yeah, he's up there. I mean, but the thing about it is this: I just can't. It would not be helpful for him to try to get bigger.
No,
and his conditioning is a strong suit, so he doesn't need to get more condition. His development, I think, is maxed out. So I mean, I think this is pretty much it. Yeah. But the thing about it is he has consistency. So even though this is the max for him, he's going to bring that max, and he's been doing it, for the past few years. He's going to bring that max to the stage. He's going to come in, close to 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what I mean, these guys, they're looking great now, but let's see what they actually look like on stage.
Exactly. Yeah, because I mean, we got a lot of people going to the Olympia that are brand new top tier bodybuilders that all could be top 10 this year. And some of them it's first time on the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the era is changing a little bit in bodybuilding. There's some new faces out there, and
Yeah, it's just changing
champions.
at the guard is going on and stuff, but you still got some of the veterans up there, I mean,
Chupin is 36, by the way.
He's 36. Okay.
Yep, I thought he was in his 40s. He's 36.
No, it's 36. Okay.
Yeah. Now
very mature
Lunsford,
muscle. He's got very mature muscle.
Yeah, he does. He does. That's why I thought he was an older guy. Thought he was in his 40s.
But you're gonna have veterans like Brandon Curry. He's gonna be there.
Yep.
He's gonna be showing it. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be stacked though.
Yeah, it will.
It'll be stacked.
Next, I'm bringing up Keone. We were talking about him at the end of last episode.
I'm telling you, you're hearing it from me. I'm telling you. You're probably looking at the next 212 Olympia.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
It's not taking anything from Sean.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got the roundness, he's got the symmetry, he's got the shape, he's got the fullness. I mean, yeah, he's just a complete package.
Yeah. And this was 13 hours ago. Obviously, he's staying hidden right now. So all we get is a leg shot, but which he's doing the right thing.
But yeah, I'm just looking at that lateralis, looking at the striations on that lateralis.
Yeah.
Those outer quad. I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll see, because the thing with him, is a little bit of consistency. Let's see what he brings. If he brings anything close to Texas, which I think he's going to be better.
I think so too.
Actually,
I think so too.
And I'm telling you, you're hearing from. I think this is your next 212 Olympia.
Is he working with Psycho?
I don't know who the heck he's working with, but
Better Bodies is his thing, isn't it?
I guess.
Well, gasping Better Bodies there, but
this is the one that I'm making the prediction on. If he can,
right.
I've been saying this for a few years now, but
yeah.
I mean, you look at the structure and everything and stuff. I mean, he's got everything that he needs.
What do you think? What is he weighing? Is he weighing just under 212 when he's weighing in? You think, or how much?
I bet you he's lighter than. I think he's one of those bodies that looks a lot heavier than he actually is.
So there's room for growth then.
For him, right? I mean, he can still be a little fuller and stuff, but not. But the thing about it is this: if he's lighter and he's just really diced and stuff, he's just as lethal. As a matter of fact, I think he's even more lethal. Some people, the lighter they get, the more lethal they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he can get big and full the whole 9 yards, but he just doesn't have the detail and stuff at that point to really do any damage. Now, this I tell you, if he brings it like I think he can, I think you're looking at the next 212 Olympia.
Yeah, I think you're right, because he's definitely got a different package than Clarita does. Clarita's just like Chupin. We know what we're going to get though, and you got to be 100% with that guy, or he's just going to take you out. Because
right,
one thing about him, and you remember at the Olympia, Clarita, I want to say Clarita gained 5 pounds. I think it was from the Olympia to the Arnold. When do you remember something like that? So he was right at. No, because he did the open. He did the open on Arnold. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He gained 5 pounds. So I think he comes in, weighs in just around 212. When he's weighing his normal weight, I believe. Isn't he? So he might be maxed out on his size.
Yeah, I can see him probably going the way of Derek Lunsford. I think if I think his time in the 212s is numbered. Look at that structure.
Yeah,
look at flaring lats, big arms, nice sweeping sweeping quads.
Yep.
Just big full.
I agree, and he's got that pop. He's got that pop too.
He now he doesn't pop quite like Sean does, because that's Sean's deal. But the thing about it is this. He's wider than Sean, though.
Yeah,
the
he is.
shoulders and stuff. I mean, that front lat spread would probably be an issue. Sean's back lat spread is very impressive, but there it is. Sean, that's one of Sean's poses too. But Keone is just too wide.
Uh-huh.
He's so much wider.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can find Clarita real quick. See if he's got any updates. Kind of curious. Clarita on there. Oh,
I'm not seeing anything.
John Clarita.
And that's cool if he's not. We all know what Sean looks like. And the thing about it is this: seeing Sean in his best shots and stuff, that's what he's going to bring, to the Olympia.
Uh-huh. Do you know how do you spell? Oh, there he is. I knew I had him on here. Sean. Oh, he spells Sean differently. Okay. Yeah, he's this is 3 days ago.
Yeah, I mean he's hard.
Yeah.
He's a reigning 212 Olympia, and rightfully so. And but what I'm saying, I think if it, and like I said, if Keone brings it,
Yeah.
I think he can do it.
I'm with you on that. I do like Keone's structure better than Sean Clarita's.
Right, and there's nothing you can do. Sean has done the best he can possibly do with his physique,
Yeah.
with
I
the
don't think he
tools
can
and
do.
stuff that he has.
What could he do for improvement?
He's pretty much there too.
Yeah. I mean,
he is pretty much tapped out.
yeah. But he does. You're right. He's one of the only ones that has that pop, and that's the word for it too. Is
Right.
pop.
That he pops like
Yeah.
nobody's business.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a hard worker in the gym
and
too.
his structure is not bad. It's just not as good as Keone's.
Yeah. Keon's wider on top, and you're right about that. And I don't know. What about legs? Got any legs here? Oh, this is a cool picture here. 2000. This is him in 2005.
Right.
So he had some muscles back then. He's 118 pounds. Wasn't that a cool side by side?
He looks like he's about 12.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's not very old now. Clarita, he's got to be. He might be in his 20s or 30s, right? He's younger, isn't he?
I don't know how old I don't know how old Sean is.
But
2021.
man, look at that. That is crazy. When can you actually legally compete in a bodybuilding show? Juniors.
Anytime.
Like what age? There's got to be an age limit.
No, not really.
Really?
I got my first show at 16.
Wow. Okay. All right.
1976.
This will get a good
So he'll he's Sean's going to be Sean, and it's mean he's very consistent. His consistency is very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. If Keone comes in 100%, I don't see.
Yeah, 100% Sean versus 100% Dion.
Yeah.
I mean Keone. I mean, I would say Keone would probably get it.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe because of the structure. There's nothing, and that's nothing Sean can do about that.
No. Like I said, I don't know if you watched him train and stuff. That he's a very hard worker in the gym. Sean is. He's one of the harder workers.
He didn't quit it. I mean, so are we.
Yeah. I know. But some people aren't either, though. I mean, there is that. Some people just have that genetics and they don't work that hard in the gym, and others just kill it, Tom Platt style, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a fun fact here. I realized in the videos that I say a lot. So I took the liberty of counting how many I said in the last video.
Oh, really?
You got any ideas? Give me a number. How many you think?
About 50.
Oh, 70
What?
times. I said 70 times in the last video.
70 times?
Yeah, because
Wow.
I say so I do 2 at a time.
Well, it's a good thing we use the format that we use. I'm not that formal neither now because I know I've been doing some stuttering and stuff, so I know that.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. My plan was I was going to take several of our videos and cut out everything but and then play a track where I'm just going I was gonna do that for you, but I couldn't figure out how to do it in a timely fashion. It would take
All
forever.
right, we'll get hey.
I thought that'd be funny. You wouldn't be expecting it.
Hilarious.
All right, man. Is there anything else you want to add?
That's about it. So we got the Legion, and then
Legion.
so how many weeks out are we from the Olympia now? It's in November,
5
right?
weeks. 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Yep.
5 weeks.
Yep.
5 weeks, and they'll
yeah.
just in time for the holidays.
Yes. Yeah. For those guys, yeah, because that's awesome. They got to go do that, and they got to have the holidays, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
What's the show? Oh, that's when is Northwest is like late November, right?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
That was
You're talking
one that
about
was
regional now. Yeah. Northwest is in November.
yeah.
Actually, I thought it was early November, like the first or second week of November.
It
I
might
think it's the first week.
okay. It might
First
be.
week of November.
What I was thinking, here's what I was thinking was the Vancouver, because that one, your prep is right during the holiday season.
It is.
The
As a
first
matter
show
of
of the
fact,
year.
as a matter of fact, Dan, we start crunching his numbers in November, getting ready for December. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll start crunching his numbers.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. So he's gonna go back to do the Vancouver,
Right.
and Emerald, and then Nationals.
Right.
So that's a good goal. That's a good goal. I think that's a really good idea for him. And I have a similar thing. Similar. I want to do the Emerald Cup and then Nationals.
Right.
But I think the warm up show is just a good idea. I just think it's a good idea.
It is for some people. A lot of times,
Yeah.
I mean, at first when you're in artillery, when I was in the military, field artillery, you got something that's called fire for effect. And that, it's just like shooting. I mean, you'll kind of get in the ballpark first. You know what I mean? You got 2 rounds. First round is just to get you in the ballpark, and then that second round is where you're going to place it where you want it. You know what I mean? And so it's the same way with some people and stuff. That first show, they're kind of they feeling it out a little bit and stuff, and they make their adjustments and stuff, and boom, they're on that second show.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Hunter Labrada did that, and it worked out for him. Although he didn't win against Andrew Jack, but that was Andrew Jack too. So that was he won against everybody else there. I'll tell you that. Not Andrew Jack.
I'm really curious to see how that one's going to turn out.
Yeah,
who's going to place? And now is Blessings? Is he qualified for the Olympia?
No, he's not qualified.
He is not again. Wow, man. Wow.
No. Because he didn't. What was the last show he was in? He was in the. Was he in the Flex Pro, right? Or
I believe so.
Yeah, and he didn't do too hot there either. He got like 5th or 6th or something. Yeah, but and he looked pretty good. Like I mean, especially his front.
I mean, it wasn't like last year.
No, it was just a deep lineup because the way the show's been going this year is all the latest shows. At the end of the year, they've been the deepest lineups. But the ones before, it's like, I mean,
how many shows did he do this year?
I think 2 that I know of. I think, yeah.
Okay.
I think he did. I think he did 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what his plan is or no. I gotta actually check up on him. See what his plan is.
Well, hey, don't be surprised. You may catch him at the Legion because I mean,
you're right.
He was planning on doing the Olympia this year. That's the one right there. That's his last. I guess it's the last call right there.
Does the Legion have? Do they put up a lineup for you to see who's in there?
Well, I'm trying to recall because I did it a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And I can't recall if he kicked out a manifest or not.
I'll have to check in on that.
Yeah.
I don't know who's doing it. So
there's going to be there'll be some chatter out about it here in a little bit and stuff. I'm
yeah,
sure
there will,
a little bit online, but there'll be some chatter about it. But You know, it's been it's a fairly decent show.
Yeah, it is. It is a decent show. Hell yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. We're gonna call it good for tonight. We will see you next
Yes.
weekend for the Legion. We'll talk about the Legion next
Let's
weekend.
talk
So
about the Legion. Yes.
yeah. All right.
The one that I was supposed to do the Masters 60 division, but they didn't have a 60 division. They decided
Yep.
not to do it
Yep.
this year.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was actually supposed to be going to that one.
Well, they still have a Masters division though, right? They're
They
just
have a
doing
Masters, just 40 and 50.
40s and 50s. Okay. Well, that sucks. How do you get them to do like
It's just like it's just like I told my constituents at the World. We just got to continue to show up and bring physiques that warrant, you know, people wanting to come and watch them.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's all about money.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
about money. You know, they're not gonna. You know, I see that promoters aren't gonna do it just to be nice. They
Yeah.
got to get something out of it. You know.
Not at
You
all.
know. I mean, and when you're talking about a pro show, you're just talking about a little bit more than just getting trophies and medals and stuff. I mean, you gotta have a payout.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, you know,
You're right. Yeah.
you got to really bring physiques that you know people want to come and see.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You know, we got to do that one show at a time.
Yeah. Oh, you think we're gonna see Rusty there?
Well, the thing about it is he won the California, he won the Pro Masters Cal, so he has a free.
Free ticket there.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
doesn't have to, he doesn't have to do the entry and stuff, you know. So, you know, I mean, and
You think he'll be there?
they have an okay payout for masters and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him because he did the Masters Olympia.
Olympia,
He had a little bit of a break. He could have just chilled out a little bit and stuff, and now he's back on. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't,
yeah.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
know.
Yeah, he seems to like to
We
compete
may
and
be seeing a
stuff.
little bit more of each other because I think he's about to turn 60 here. So yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
wasn't he
think
like 59 or something like that? He's
something
pretty
like
close.
that. Yeah. So he's not going to be slowing down anytime soon. So
Yeah.
but I'll be 64 next year. But you know, I'm gonna go at least 65, 66.
Yeah. Yeah.
Competing,
Yeah.
that is. I'm gonna train the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you know,
Run
go
it till
check
the wheels fall off, man. That's what we do. I
it.
mean, it's simple as that, you know.
I
Just
mean, you
stop
know,
stop when we can't do it no more.
yeah, it's just something I enjoy doing, and
Yeah.
it's you know, and you know, for where I'm at, you know, I'm still holding some fairly decent genetics and stuff.
Yes,
So
you are.
yeah, you know, I mean,
You
just
have
let's see what
insane
happens.
genetics, Donnie. So, all right, man. You have a good night. Thank you
You
guys for
too,
watching.
man.
Got any comments about the show or Legion or how many times if you want to go through and figure out how many times I say on this one, that'd be cool. Maybe I'll give you a prize or something. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Thank you.
Yep. Please like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.